than most of us would have liked. But with that being said, that was a pretty good start.
Yeah, it was a good start. There we are.
Here we go. All right. Got the thumbs up. Dave Barton. Dan Kinney on play-by-play this afternoon for the Des Moines Oak Leafs hockey. To my right is a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I use that term lightly, both terms lightly. Andrew Wade. We're going to be following the puck for you and painting the picture all afternoon as Ames is in town. Leafs licking their wounds from a couple of losses last night against the Waterloo Warriors, a very impressive team. Before that, the Leafs had their way. Was wins against Okoboji and against this exact same Ames Cyclone team. What are you looking for today, Coach?
Well, what I'm looking for is just getting back to being able to move the puck and moving it around. That's where we struggled yesterday, and we just need to get back to what we were doing, especially against Ames when we played them the first time. We were able to move the puck around and get shots and test the goaltender early.
Leafs in all whites today, brand new. They look good. Blue breezers, white tops, gold numbers. Ames all black, outlined in orange and white numbers. Leafs again last night. Coming off the road, I think everybody got home about midnight. Right in that general area. And Waterloo, I'll tell you, the defending state champs, they took it to the Leafs. How do you respond from something like that, Coach?
I think you have to just regroup and just let that one go a little bit, and fix just one area. And if there's one area to fix, let's fix the defensive zone. Let's not do anything out of character. Let's just settle down and move on. And just get better each and every game. It's a long season, and that's where you got to go through some growing pains to get better. And once we go through those growing pains, we'll be fine.
You said it best. It's a long season. That's what you got to remember. But there never probably has been a better time than you want. It's good they're playing right away again today, because you had let something like that fester, right?
Yeah.
Now you got this one. You get back out there. Hopefully, you get right back on track. Get something going. Of course, last time we played Ames, especially on that varsity level, I mean, that game got tight.
It did get
got
tight.
hairy at the end. I mean, Ames, it's one of those things like a rivalry game. They come to play, don't they?
Yeah, and when we played Ames before, their goaltender got hot and made some really key saves. We had a lot of shots, but he came up huge for Ames. Can he do that again for Ames, or is it a different story? And so, we can't change our character. We got to do the things that we are good at and continue to progress in those areas.
Warm-ups just wrapping up here, under a minute to go.
In the JV game, what I want to be able to see, but we didn't see very good last night, is just controlling the puck and making crisp passes, receiving the pass, catching the passes, and moving it down ice and using each other. And then in the defensive zone, just for protecting that house. And when I say protecting the house, that's, goalpost to the dot, out to the blue. Protect that inner side. Be strong in your stick, be strong with the puck, and win those one-on-one battles.
So let's get this thing started. Those almost look like brown uniforms. Are they? They're black, right?
They're black.
All right, yeah. Look good. I thought I was looking to Cleveland Browns to my left for a second with the outline. 9-8-7-6, and we're going to pick up the pucks and line it up. JV action's going to be coming at you next. Stick with us for the next 4 hours. Des Moines Oak Leafs. Ames Cyclones. Just 30 minutes apart from each other. A lot of these kids know each other. Played some tight ones here just recently. And now the Leafs get Ames on their home turf here at Metro Ice Arena. Smells good. Had some technical difficulties last night in Waterloo, so we're skeptical.
Right. We'll keep talking just in case.
Yeah, we did last night. 15, 20 minutes too long. It's all good.
You know, I was looking at Ames, and number 15 was a big contributor up in Ames for the JV team. Looks like he's not dressing for the JV game. He must be waiting for the varsity game. You know, because they play that varsity first, then JV.
Impressionable player. Him and Anderson, the goalie. I remember, man, that guy.
Yep.
Tell you what, he stood on his head against the Leafs last time out. Ames is going to come at you when we fire this bad boy up. And all black, outlined in orange, white numbers. They'll be going on your YouTube and Facebook screen from left to right, the Leafs. And the brand new whites, breaking them out, blue breezers, white tops, and gold numbers. That's Aiden Zimmerman in the net, I believe, for the Leafs. He's going to start this thing out. Gooding, Hansen, and Pospisil on the front line. And away we go. Controlled by the Leafs quickly as they move into their offensive zone. That's Ben Hansen, the junior from Urbandale. Back of his blade as he continues on. Now stops, pops, looks, centering pass thwarted momentarily. Still in front and a good active stick by the defenseman Michael. He's paired with Springer back there as we start this game. Michael still there, snapper, short side. Rebounds there as well. No one able to pick up the pieces, and Ames will escape the zone. Now take it to the blue. Now take it furthermore to the red. Now tap back to the blue, and they'll try to attack it again. Springer to Michael. Michael to Hansen. Try to chop past to Pospisil. Couldn't get him, but here comes. Oh, he got him on the corner. That's Gooding, the center. That's how you start a ball game.
Yeah, and that all was created by just our neutral zone regroup right there. You know, Springer gets it off the wall, gets it over to Michael. Michael looks up, you know, gets it to the guy holding on the red line. And then we were able to get, you know, they were trying, Ames pinched us on there, so we were able to get through, and then we get down and get that first goal. Good start.
Super start. Gooding found the goaltender on the stick side, and low, beat him. Leafs lead 1-0, that's 14-14 here in the first. Assisted by Gooding. That's tapped in by Shepard now. Now taking off the puck on the trip was Rowland. We'll get our first penalty. Going to stop and play at the 14:05 mark here in the first. Leafs going to go on a power play.
Be nice to be able to take advantage of this power play right now. You know, settle it down, set it up, get a couple quality shots, and look for a rebound. If there, you know, shoot to score. If you know, if there's a rebound, let's be hungry for those rebounds. See if we can get a 2-0 lead coming here.
Ankeny Auto Body power play brought to you by Ankeny Auto Body. Appreciate those folks stepping up, supporting us this year and sponsoring the power play. That's Michael. Tap to the wing. That's Kucher. Behind the net they go. Looks, surveys. Gathered now. Sent to the front where Michael's going to slide one. Back into the corner. Tap to Michael. Front. Chance. Belly save. Stop and play 13:48 mark.
Yeah, right there. We needed somebody to get in the eyes of the goaltender. We kind of, I got up to Michael, and then everybody kind of went to the corners rather than get in front for that shot. We are looking. I see somebody backdoor. It looks good there. Try to see if somebody gets there.
Roland centers the puck to Kucher. Back to the corner. That's Michael. He'll steer it into the corner where Shepard now will work on it. Now he'll wheeling deal. He's taken off of his wheels. Be tapped outside the zone. Leafs will have to regroup at the 13:33 mark here in the first. They lead 1-0. Minute and a half left to go on this opening penalty. Up 1-0 and on a power play. Not too bad. Ankeny Auto Body power play. That's Michael, the right-hander. Circles. Continues to circle. Now he'll skate it to the blue. He'll grab the red. He'll tap to Glock, the left-hander from Ankeny. Slider. Glock fouls it up, unable to get there. Poked out of the zone. Good run by the sophomore from Ankeny. Glock found himself loose on that right wing. Now it's trapped by Michael. Michael skate it just inside those targets, which are just killing me. That's Shepard. Played into the corner to Kinney. Kinney continues on. Still behind the net, Kinney. Back of his blade, he'll control it again. Kinney continues to control. Quarterback at look. Looking for a play. 33 seconds to go. He'll feed it to the point. Slapper tapped into the air dangerously in front. No one able to get there. That's Kelty, the left-hander, the DCG sophomore. Joined by Pospichel, the junior from Johnston. Sophomore from Johnston, the right-hander. May Pop sends it to the corner. Trapped in, he's got it again. Sends one on goal. Screamer. Glove save. Stop and play. 12-17 mark here in the first.
Very good patience, and on that previous rush to this one, Glock had a nice shot. Just the rebound came out too high. We kind of skated over it. We got to make sure we've got somebody in that high slot to pick that rebound up.
Kelty will send to the power play. Draws it over to Kinney. Trapped in nicely on the slot. Tapped right on goal. We'll get another stop and play. 5 seconds remain on the one-man advantage for the Leafs. They lead 1-0.
So now defensemen need to recognize there's 5 seconds left in the power play, checking behind them.
That's Kinney in the corner. Taps it to Kelty, his line mate. Now Pospichel will go in the corner and dig it out. It's May Pop. Behind the net he goes. Back front of his blade. Waits, looks, surveys. Now May Pop takes it outside the zone. Now it's given up on the blue line and tapped ahead to center ice where McGrath controls. The big fellow, the sophomore, wheels, deals, buys, sends it to his line mate Hinder, and on streams the senior. Wanted Kelty and a flyer, unable to get him. Back comes the Leafs. It's taken off the belly by Kinney. Now back comes McGrath. He'll circle behind the net. Good forecheck by Ames in the corner. Able to stop and prevent it. Now they pick up the pieces. Now they've got their first look in the slot. Zim off the chest, maybe the mask. This is Hill. 22. Center ice. Got the blue, got the red. One more, sends one over. Poor Shepard goes to work in the corner. Unable to keep it in. Now they are able to keep it in. Centering pass, Hill, snapper, caught traffic. Caught the shin guard of the would-be defenseman for the Cyclones. I still think they look like the Cleveland Browns. I can't help it. Back they come. Slid over to Kissinger. That's the freshman from Adel. Now Hill's got it again. He's the sophomore. Good pass to Borrud, the big fella from Southeast Polk. Fed back to Kissinger. Good wheel motion there. The Leafs now will send it in a dump and chase at the 10:38 mark here in the very first period. They lead 1-0. And a goal immediately. First shift into the game.
Right now we're
stop and play.
Right now we're looking really good on our, just our neutral zone and just using defensemen going D to D, our regroup, getting back in the zone and winning those battles.
Here's Gooding. He'll center the puck. He had the goal first 2 minutes of this game. Unassisted variety. Good work by the freshman. Got the Leafs on track. Nice centers again. It's sent to the corner. Hansen's the closest to the puck. Kept in on a good act, and they found the corner of the net somehow. I'm not positive how that happened, but Kissinger let it go from the point, and the Leafs lead 2-0 at the 10:16 mark here in the first.
I think he let it go. I think he got a deflection off of somebody's shoulder, kind of fluttered, because the goalie had a read on it, had his glove up, and it just went over his glove side, and I think it just went off somebody's shoulder.
Back they come. Leafs up 2-0. Great start. 10:16 mark here in the first period. JV action. Goal by Kitt. He's the freshman from Adel. Flung it in from the point, found its way over the shoulders, and the Leafs just like that lead 2-0. Scrum in front now. Slot chance. Steered to the side. Now dangerously bounces in front of Zimmerman. Slid on furthermore by Gooding. Pospichel gives chases, unable to get there now. Kissinger and Borrud will finally pick up the pieces. Quarterback it from right to left at the 9:48 mark here in the first. Front of them. Good save by Zim. Man, we lost our man in front of the net, and Zim stood up, knocked that sucker down.
Yeah, we had an inverted turnover there in the corner, and then our defenseman on the other side got late getting back. Let somebody from Ames just stand there by themselves. Got a clear shot. So good job by Zimmerman, staying tough.
Offensive zone faceoff for Ames. Back behind that it goes. It's Kissinger. That's Shepard. Shepard wraparound pass, and it's a good one to Rowland, who's flying along the wing. Rowland, the freshman from Aiken. Wanted Cougar, the sophomore from Urbandale, unable to get him. And back comes Ames. They take the red, now the blue. Furthermore into the zone. They continue on. Tapped head now. Still inside the zone. Leafs unable to steal it. Now here comes Rowland. He's got some ice to work with. The right-hander steers one on net. Awkward bounce. Kick to the side by the Cyclone goaltender. And steered back in the corner where Shepard goes to work. He's unable to contain it. And back it comes where Springer will send it. Awkward one. An aerial over the net. And back comes Ames from left to right. In all black. Step up. Good play. Stolen. Michael. One-timer. Missed the side of the net. Had a good look in the slot. Unable to finish it, but good steal. Nevertheless, remains a 2-0 game as Springer will circle. Long outlet and a good one to Shepard. Tap to center ice where Glock controls. It's got Kelty. That's Kelty. Up on it. This is Kinney. Tap now. Sent. They'll poke it in. Leafs will dump and chase at the 8:24 mark here in the very first period. They lead 2-0. Tap now sent further along. Steered to the boards. Hender steps up. Unable to keep it in. Be slapped off the skates of Kinney. Tap now Hender controls. Back to his line mate. Or McGrath will step up and poke it ahead. Control it. Now lost control along the wing. Look out. Good back check there by Hender. Able to get back into his position. Still in front. Dangerously in front of the net. Tapped in and a good stick by McGrath. Off the skates of Glock. Kicks it to the side furthermore. Ames with their best advances yet. Zimmerman will step up. He's seen enough of that. Sprawl make a save at the 7:50 mark here in the very first period. 2-0 Leafs.
Good recognition by Zimmerman to get that stop. We were struggling.
Yeah.
We were running around in our defensive zone. You know, where the goaltender recognizes that they need to freeze, just to get everything reset, settle down.
Yeah, good work by Zim, the freshman from Urbandale, coming up and smothering that one. 2-0 Leafs. Faceoff's going to come in the defensive zone from right to left. Tapped one by Ames. Now poke furthermore. Still in front. Or Wade will go back and grab it. Tries his man on the wing, knowing there to pick up the pieces, and now they're finally able to, and they're going to skate it. This is Hill, the right-hander, in the corner with Wade crashing. Unable to grab it. Behind the net they go. Gauged by Shepard. Now he's in a wrestling match just to the right of the goaltender and behind him. With the Cyclones now gathering control by Ames at the 7:19 mark. Looking to break the zone, able to do so. Fumbled now momentarily, controlled by Wade. He's taken off his feet, and I believe he drew a penalty. And he did.
He did draw a penalty. Got a little hacked across the shins. A little slash there. So Oakers will go on their another power play here. I hope, I want to see him again. Be patient. Look for those shots. Hopefully they see the guy sitting back door, because Ames is leaving him uncovered. If we can find a way to get that back door, even make it look like a shot from the point, but shoot for that back door.
Yeah. Offensive zone faceoff to the left of the Ames goaltender. Rowland will take it. Shepard to his right. And that'll be fetched by Michael behind the net. As Zim stops it, he'll play it, and Michael will grab it. And the right-hander goes to work. He'll quarterback it from right to left, the 6:57 mark. Aerial played to the wing. Controlled off a bounce by Shepard. He'll take the red, now the blue. He'll take it wide. The right-hander, the freshman, stops, looks, centering pass. Wanted Cougar streaking. Unable to get him. Michael on a good follow-up sends it furthermore into the zone. That's Glock now as he looks control. Glock, centering pass and a beauty. Fed his man in front of the net, unable to continue. Oakleaf's looking like they've got something figured out on this power play. Slapper, one-timer that might have caught post. It was Glock again, I believe, from the other side. Back they come. Now finally shoveled out of the zone as it bounces off Michael's chest. He'll play it to his line mate Shepard over there. Shepard will stop, wheel, deal, by. Shepard still front. His glove save, stop and play, 6:08 mark. 1 minute exactly left on the one-man advantage for the Leafs. They'll send a new unit out.
Yep, so Oakley's, they had 3 opportunities, and all 3 opportunities, the greatest opportunities, all went backdoor. So they had their head up and looking for that backdoor guy posted up. See if this unit can do the same thing.
Controlled. Sent into the net high. It'll stay in bounds. Back they come now, flung out by the Cyclones, or Zimmerman will stare that one down. Gooding, Hansen, and Pospisil are on the front line with 41 seconds left to go in this power play. Now Tapped furthermore along. Wanted Pospisil, unable to get him. Rubbed off into the corner. Hansen joins the fray. The scrum ensues just in front of the scores table. Ames finally controls momentarily, and I'll slap it back to that same spot. Tapped furthermore along where Springer will grab it for left-handy. He'll take it just past the blue line. Pospisil will continue on and dump it in. Springer sent just past the glove side of the Ames Cyclone goaltender. 5:16 mark here in the very first period. Leafs lead 2-0, 4-3-2-1, and the penalty will be over for the Leafs. Zimmerman will kick that one aside. Everybody at full strength. Slap down play just in front of the Oak Leafs bench, but Kinney will grab it. The right-hander from Johnston. Wheels, deals. Back of his blade. Front, taps it front. Still there, Kelty as well. Backhand by Kinney. Unable to continue on. Tapped head now again by Kinney. Kelty's there, and they've seen enough. Good pressure by the Leafs coming off that penalty.
Yeah, and that last rush, one of the things I would like to see, a little bit more, what I would say to your boy Kenny is continue to try to go hard across. Don't settle for that short side. See if you can even win that one-on-one battle and get across the goal line to make that goalie move just a little bit, opens up a little bit of holes, so you bury it 5-hole.
Creating space. That's Kelty to Kinney. Caught traffic. It's Kelty again behind the net. This is Kinney. Now Glock controls. Sent to Kelty. Good pesky effort. That's Kelty again. Back to Glock. Working well together, those boys. To Borrud. Borrud sends one, a laser just past the goal. Could stop there. Kept it just inside the blue line momentarily. Now it stopped where Kinney will gather it. Send it right back into the zone and actually on net at the 4:15 mark here in the very first period. 2-0 Leafs. That's Glock as they go to work again. Reset. Front. Just off the skate of Kelty. Controlled and tapped. Now sent just outside the zone. This one will sail all the way back down where Zimmerman will play it furthermore along, and the Leafs will try it again. That's Kinney. Tries tapping it to his right, ain't able to get there, and back comes Ames. Borrud. He'll send it all the way down and a good feed to Kelty. Kelty wheels deals in the corner. Now he's rubbed off the puck in a tackling variety. This is Borrud. He looks, sets up, the big fella. Caught a stick, maybe broke one in its path. Still in front, Kelty. Unable to get there, tapped head. And Ames now has numbers if they can exploit it. Good back check by Wade, the freshman from Roseville. Got back there, rubbed his man off along the wing. Still in front of the net, now tap behind. Controlled by Ames, they'll chip one awkwardly to the defenseman. Plucked out of the air by Borrud. Off the skates of Springer. Still no offensive zone for Ames. They played off the back of their blade. This will sail into the corner. Confronted by Hender. He'll take care of this one, the senior. To the point. Not enough. Didn't get through, now it does. And the second effort by Hender at the 2:58 mark. Ames looks like they've maybe found their footing and have something going on. 2-1 in favor of the Leafs. Tap to Shepard. To McGrath. To Hender. To Hill. To Hender. Behind the net, Leafs doing a lot of passing. That's McGrath. Continues on. Back of his blade. Red, blue, the big fella. Snapper, caught traffic. Now he goes back to work in the corner and wrestles with it. Hill joins the fray momentarily. Now Hill's there again. Front of the net dangerously. Poked in front. Hill, 5-hole. Chance. One more. Still there, Ames defenseman. And a whistle and a stop and play at the 2:18 mark. 2-0 Leafs.
Yeah, good flurry by the Oak Leafs. We were just having a little bit of struggle getting out of our defensive zone. We were just, our passes were going into people's skates, and we were just not able to get it on tape. Once we got transitioned down, then we were started to get, shots on net, and let's see if we continue to get a little flurry of shots going.
Springer and Michael on defense. That's Shepard and Rowland and Kucher on your front line. Those are your 5 Leafs in the ice as they move from right to left. Wheeling, dealing, buying, and sending it into the corner and a dump of chase at the 2:02 mark here in the very first period. This will be sent out of play near the exit sign at Metro Ice Arena at 1:58 mark. 2-0 Leafs. There's been some flurries both ways, but for the most part, good start for the boys.
Yeah, very good start.
That's Rowland. He'll dig in. The right-hander, the freshman from Ankeny. Springer off the back of his blade. Wisconsin's up 14-6 on Iowa. I'm getting a report from Jeff Glock. Appreciate that, Jeff. Not bad. They're in the game.
Looks like we're going on our first penalty kill. Shepard gets a penalty for interference. So see how we respond on our penalty kill.
Rise Control penalty kill. Penalty kill will be sponsored to you by Rise Pest Control. Thanks for stepping up to those folks. That's Michael, Cougar, Springer, and Roland. Those are your penalty killers to start the Rise Control penalty kill, as Ames will now work from left to right, see if they can set it up. They're able to gather the blue. They'll work on the dump and chase variety. That'll sail behind Zimmerman. Actually, an icing call. A little premature.
Yeah.
You want to send it in, I get it, if that's your strategy, but you want to get past the red line first,
and that's what we're trying to get them to do. We got crossed up. There was miscommunication when our initial setup. Ames did us a favor, and sent it in before they crossed the red line. But that's what we're trying to get them to do. At least just worked in our favor, even though we didn't run it totally correct.
Rolling Cougar on the front line. That's Michael and Springer on defense. Those are your 4 Rise Control penalty killers. With 1:22 left to go in the first period and a 2-0 lead by the Leafs. That's Cougar, the sophomore. Wheels, deals. He'll take the corner. The left-hander goes to work. Sent all the way behind the net. Confronted by Roland momentarily. Taken off the puck. Sent past the outstretched stick of Springer. And now Michael, the Roosevelt freshman, will send it all the way back down to the blue line. 1 minute exactly to go in the period. 1:11 left to go on the penalty, so it'll be a small overlap as we start the second period if the Leafs can control it. Tap now into the corner where Michael wrestles with it. Cougar joins the fray. To the right of Zimmerman. Now behind the net, controlled, sent all the way around. Tapped head. A nice play by Roland to get it to the red line. Forecheck was unable to convert on it, but he's back at work again now off the front of his stick. Leafs will get a change. Tapped ahead. That's Pospisil. The right-hander. Slapper. Glove safe. Followed it up. May pop. Almost got there. 16 seconds left to go in the period. Stop and play.
I'd like to see that shot come in a little bit lower. Got a little bit too high. Got it elevated. Got it up to the glove. Gets it a little bit lower. Gets it off the shins. It's either going in or there's a bigger rebound for him.
Corner. Slat one-timer. Hender. Beauty. Hansen. Tip now almost deflected towards the goal. And it was actually by 14. Looks like Ellingsworth for Ames. Ames goaltender was able to smother that with 10 seconds left to go in the period. 2-1 Leafs. Played now in forward motion. A trap. Pospisil looks to dig it out in the corner. Continues to work. May pop as the buzzer sounds. First period is history, folks. 2-0 Leafs. 13 seconds will remain on the one-man advantage as we start period 2. Doesn't look like a scrape.
No scrape until in between the second and the third period. So 13 seconds left to kill this, and we're doing a good job of using each other. We're connecting on passes. We're catching it on our tape. We're being aggressive in the offensive zone. Defensive zone, we're still miscommunicating, and just kind of when we get stuck, we start to scramble, and someone's going to have to step up into the defensive zone and just take control and get everybody settled down to where their position is, and once we start doing that, then you're going to see a big difference of where this team will go.
Yeah, and you need to do it against teams like, Waterloo's obviously the exception, but you're going to run against the middle group in this whole division. You need to be able to pull it out of your own zone against folks like that.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to practice and work on stuff.
Exactly. And, you can't do it with the top-tier teams. You have to play sound by then. And so using this game, to be able to get those things accomplished and done and do the things that you're supposed to do. Because, if you get out of characteristics, out of your character and what you do, then you're going to continue to try to do that against a top-tier team, and it's not going to work for you. So,
we're going to flip it around now. Leafs are going to go from left to right in all white Outline in blue and gold numbers, Ames all black. Outline in orange, white numbers. They'll go from right to left. The Leafs will go from left to right on a penalty kill for the next 12 seconds. 13, that's Hender. He'll send it right at the Oak Leafs bench. It's Hender, Hansen, Pospisil, and McGrath. Those are your 4 rise control penalty killers for the next 8 seconds. It's Pospisil on the draw. Slapped into the corner now. Continued on. 1, and both teams are at full strength now. Centering pass, short side, Zimmerman cut it off. Backhand, Zimmerman cut that one off as well. Good work by the freshman. Back in the corner they go. A little flurry here by Ames as they work to our left and from right to left on your YouTube and Facebook screen in all black. Leafs lead 2-0. Scrum ensues to the right of Zimmerman and along the boards. Front, centering pass. Now this will split the defensemen, get back to the red line. They'll gather, play catch, and the Leafs look to forge forward. Tapped ahead now. Looked like momentarily off the hand of Hedner. To Gooding, he'll shovel it in. Pospisil will continue on. Pospisil able to wrestle that one away. Just near the entrance here at Metro Ice Arena. Tapped again into the corner by Maypop, good active stick. Gooding joins the fray. Now finally controlled by Ames as they continue further. Now sent back in off a stick by Zach Kinney, who just entered off the bench. Tapped in by McGrath. Poised in the corner they go. Rubbed off the puck, now sent to the right and the stick side of Zimmerman, or Hender will control. See if they can go. He's got a good pass to Kelty, and here comes Kelty. Will Kelty, the sophomore, caught traffic. Now he's back in the corner again. Rubbed off the puck, able to get it off the back of his blade. Still there, front. Finally trapped. Stop and play at the 13-15 mark here in the second period. Leafs lead 2-0.
So we got Glock, Kinney, and Kelty out there. They've been very aggressive in flying around, and we'll see if they can continue to do that and work with each other down low, and then maybe get it out to the D for a shot too.
They were a bright spot last night in Waterloo in a game that Waterloo seemed to contain. Those guys looked like they were formidable enough to hang with them, in my opinion. That's Kissinger. Tapped head. Good back check by Kinney. Sends it back to Kissinger. And a flyer to Glock. The left-hander tapped ahead on a good one to Kelty. See if he can get it through. Unable to do so. Centering pass, Glock. Kelty's there as well. A tap sent to the corner where Borrud gathers, sends it in off the boards. These boys will go to work again. That's Kelty. DCG. That's Glock. He's a left-hander from Ankeny. He goes to work in the corner. Kelty again. See if he can get off the puck. Kinney waits in his perch, and he got Glock, and they did it. Looked like Kelty to Glock, and the Leafs have drawn ahead 3-0 at the 12:26 mark here in the second. Good pressure.
And that was a good job. Just play behind the net, going back and forth, and then they got the defenseman out in the corner. Glock beat him back to that post, and Kelty was able to find him with a nice pass, and it was a nice quick shot. If Glock would have taken his time and tried to do that, the goalie probably would have been able to recover. So good job all around.
Persistency by the Leafs, 3-0 at the 12:24 mark here in the second. Glock from Kelty. The 12-minute mark here in the second. They lead 3-0. That's Hill. He'll tap it behind the net. Now wrestled upon. On all fours goes the Ames defenseman. Front dangerously. Got a whistle and a stop and play, and someone's going to play. Looks like an elbow he's pointing to. Yep. Andrew, is that what he's got?
Yeah, he's got Springer with his elbows up on the check. So we'll go 5-on-4, little penalty kill.
It's a rise control penalty kill, to be exact.
And we did a pretty good job on our first penalty kill. We kept it basically in the offensive zone, even with a man down. And so
the JV did last night as well. I mean, honestly, JV did handle the penalty kill nicely last night as well. See if they can keep it up. Now we got a couple of people moving in and out as the Ames
Looks like Bowrood, McGrath, Wade, and
Snapper. That's to the
And
right of
Rowland.
Zimmerman. Sent into the corner. Will escape the zone. They'll sent to the red line. Well, Rowland's one of the rabbits. He'll be sent back in. It's Rowland and Wade and McGrath and Bowrood. Those are your rise control penalty killers. That's Bowrood. Grab it with his hand, send it behind the net. They're sent to the point. Controlled by Ames. One-timer. Good shot. On net. Still there. Bowrood able to control it. Send it to the point. Not enough to get out. Slot. Chance. Look. To Zim's left. Stood that one down. Back they go again. Good pressure by Ames. Along the wing they work. Steered off the puck by Bowrood. Now tapped head. Stabbed ahead by Wade. Still there front. Wade now finally get his stick on it and send it all the way down into the offensive zone for the Leafs. So they won that battle. It was a tough one, but they won it. 10:54 left to go here in the second period. 1:16 left to go on the one-man advantage for the Leafs. It's 3-0 on the big board in favor of the Des Moines Oak Leafs. Confronted by McGrath, and that's what you do back there. Slapper, one-timer, Zimmerman. Stop and play. 10:39 mark on the glove saved by the freshman Zim.
And that was the best dots that I've seen us run at JV so far. We were able to, create that forecheck where we guided somebody to one side. Our D's coming up to make that contact either right before they get to the red line, so they either have to ice it or we get a turnover here. We just missed the turnover. The thing you have to be careful on there is a charge.
Defensive zone faceoff. That'll be steered to the boards where Michael will control off the front of his blade. He's able to send it all the way down. And 54 seconds remain on the one-man advantage in the 3-0 lead for the Leafs as Ames will gather, control it, and quarterback it from right to left in all black. Here they come. They gather the red now. They'll send it in on dump and chase. That's McGrath, the sophomore, in the corner. He'll gather it. That's Cooker, the sophomore from Urbandale as well. Tried to shovel it to Shepard, the freshman. Unable to get it to him. Now Cooker gathers and grabs as well. Scrum ensues. To the right of the goaltender, Zimmerman left dangerously in front, but he'll finally escape the zone. 25 seconds left to kill for the Oak Leafs. Aerial played to the left of Zim. He'll tap it with the stick, send his man loose. Now sent all the way back down. Good penalty, good rise control, penalty kill again by the Oak Leafs. 12 seconds to go if they can finish this one off. Ames will skate it. Soft pass to the blue line. Enough for McGrath to confront, and Pospichel too as well. May pop. Send it back all down, and good awareness by the Leafs. At the 9:33 mark here, they lead 3-0. Sent to the wing. Stolen out of the air momentarily by Hansen. He chopped that one down. Michael confronts, unable to get there. Now he's there again as well, the right-hander from Roosevelt. Looks to wheel, unable to get there. Had Gooding. Now be slapped in further by Hansen. The Leafs look to continue control. Hansen cuts the angle off nicely. Now taken off of his wheels as May pops there. Hansen, front, Gooding as well. Unable to get there. Kissinger, able to grab it from the blue. He'll send it into the corner, let him dig it out again. The right side of the stick by May Pop. Taken off of his stick and his blades in front of the net. Still there is Hansen as he looks to wrestle. Scrum ensues just at the entrance sign here. This will leak to the corner, and Ames will be able to slide it out of the zone and send it in right on Zimmerman into rest at the 8:40 mark. Good pressure by the Leafs. They've got numbers, and they got a pass. Set up. That's Glock. Just missed the glove side and left. Good awareness by the Leafs to send that one quickly. That's Gooding. He continues on. Glock in the corner. Back around they go. Tapped into the corner. Kinney will control. Wrestles with it behind the net. Scrum ensues. Confrontation in the corner to the left of the goaltender from Ames. Now sent to where Kissinger stands guard. Controlled again. Tap to the corner where Kelty will try it. Kelty skates it. Kelty, front, looks. He's there. Wanting his man in front, Kinney, and able to get it to him. That's Kissinger. Caught traffic in front. Awkward bounce. Still there. Front of the net. Slides to the corner of Borrud. Good pinch by him. Back in the net where Glock now will chase it. Leafs look like they're in much control. Centering pass, wanted Kelty. Borrud, one-timer. Sent a laser on net. Good look by Kelty for his defenseman that had pinched. Good work by 8, the DCG sophomore. These guys are all over it. That's Kelty. Front. Still there. Kinney and Glock begging for it. Still there. Front of the net controlled by Kelty. He's there. One-timer Glock just missed. Glove side and low. Dynamite. Pass. One-timer.
There it is.
They got it, and that was Kelty. Boy, I tell you what, those guys work well together.
Yeah.
7:13 mark. Leafs go up 4-0.
And it was a matter of time, but what I liked is their heads were up, and they were looking for open
Yeah.
guys, getting a cross-ice pass. I thought that one was going to Bull Root. I thought that was going to be a goal right there. But then they just kept after it, kept using each other. They weren't selfish. It was just, moving that puck around. So, good job out of that line.
Downhill hockey. A lot of experience on that line. 7:13 mark here in the first. The Leafs take a 4-0 lead. Now the faceoff will come. Grab in the corner. Stop. That's Hill. Chance. Front of the net. Now steered to the right. Unable to get there. That's Hender. Hender goes to work behind. That's McGrath. Steps up. That's McGrath. One more. Belly save. He was on the ice. He's on the line. Oh, did they? I see what you're saying. He wasn't then. No. Stop and play. Ooh, what do we got?
So we got an interference call.
Yeah.
Looks like Jackson Hill, number 22, with an interference call right there in the front.
Rise control penalty kill is getting a lot of action here right now. Have to try to stop another one. Although we lead 4-0.
In the last penalty kill, McGrath has really improved on his timing from the point when they set up for the forecheck, getting into their rush before they get to the red line. So I'd like to see if he continues to do that.
Ooh, good save by Zim. Got the glove up, 6:17 mark. Defensive zone faceoff. See if the Leafs can dig this out. Played a really good period and a half. Slapper, one-timer. To the left and low. Now stolen. Here comes Cooker. Tapped ahead to Roland. Roland's free and easy. Chance. Chopped over the net. Now sent behind the net. One more. Quick sider. Unable to get there as Roland. Stepped up as Michael. He'll continue the pressure. Tapped in front. Still a scrum. Like another stop and play. He's holding that elbow again, isn't he, Andrew?
Yeah, he is. That's going to be Edgington from Ames going in for elbow. But I thought there was a hook even before that.
Did you?
On the rush. That was no call, but, they got a second call. Maybe it was a makeup.
So, 2 penalties on the board. Minute 30 left in the penalty to the Leafs. 2 minutes now in the penalty to Ames as we go on a 4-on-4. That opens things up. That's Roland, Cooker, Shepard, and Michael. As the Leafs will work from left to right. Cooker taps to Michael. Michael to Cooker. Crossing route, unable to get there to Roland. Tap back to Michael. Sent into good open space to Cooker. Tries to shovel it through, unable to get there. Shoveling pass and a good one to Roland. Short side. Cooker's there as well. One more. Good work by these 4. Still in front. Slapper, one-timer, wanted the tip off Cooker. Good feed by Roland as he went straight to the net. Now tapped into the corner. Scrum ensues behind the net, the 5:20 mark here in the second period. Front. Tapped ahead. That's Michael off the back of his blade. Cooker continues it on. Surveys. Good extra look. Michael able to pick it off in the air. Michael, Slapper, awkward bounce in front. All peppering now. Front of the net, a beauty, and they got him.
Very good.
That was Cooker to Roland, and the Leafs are going to go up 5-0 on the 4-on-4. They're playing catch out there, Coach.
Yeah, and the big thing about 4-on-4 is puck possession. You don't want to dump things in. You just want to move the puck around. There's a lot of open ice, and then you got to look for cross-ice passing, and that's what they were doing. And they got Ames to start to run, and once Ames started to run, then we were everything opens up and just put things to the net, and then you're looking for rebounds.
Yep.
Did a good job. Still on a 4-on-4 for another 32 seconds.
It's kind of fun hockey to watch in a way, isn't it? That's Gooding. Springer off the back of his blade. He'll sail it in. Possershell will go to work. Good confrontation by Possershell in the corner. Gooding now with the puck. He looks to control. Now sent furthermore. Ames able to escape the zone, and they got to look, and Zim's going to have to stand him down. Good back check there on a nice play by Springer. Still there on the short side. Zim stood it down to his glove side and low. Now sent into the corner. Controlled by Gooding. That's Hansen. Leafs now on a power play. That's Pospisil. One-timer. Chopped head now. Aerial, front of the net, dangerously. Now poked furthermore to the wing. Now sent furthermore. So it's gathered. Good confrontation. We've got another penalty. The Leafs are momentarily on an Ankeny body power play, but things have changed again. And they're going to open the gate for another one of the Leafs, and that's going to be May Pop, the sophomore from Johnston.
So we'll have another 8 seconds on 4-on-4 and then go on our penalty kill. We've been pretty successful in running the penalty kill really right. So, just continue to do those things so we ingrain that in their brain. So when the speed comes up to a different team, when it becomes faster, we're able to do it faster.
Kenny Kelty, McGrath, and Hender are the four. Kenny's got that in his shirt. Yeah. He's going to have to go get it.
Does Ames get 2 points for that?
I don't know. Kenny tried to swallow and eat the puck, it looked like. He's hungry. Somebody's got to feed that kid. Right on. It's Kelty and Kenny on the front line, McGrath and Hender on defense. They'll send furthermore into the zone. Control where Kenny will be the first to engage. The junior from Johnston. Behind he goes. Still with the puck. Confronted now in the corner to the left of the goaltender. Wrestle upon scrum ensues. Still there. 3:32 left. Finally gets it out to Kelty. Kelty's there again. Rubbed off the puck behind the net, but he's still at work. Now Kelty's still there. Tries to continue on. Now finally controlled by Ames. They'll look to dance with it. Stolen by Kenny. Shot right in the belly of the goaltender at the 3:15 mark here in the second period. 5-0 Leafs.
And we're doing a good job on our penalty kill on that forecheck. When we're putting a little bit of pressure, we got it tied up, and our forward recognized that he was on the wrong side, down to the defensive side, just to make sure it comes out, then we can still put it back in. So good recognition by the Oakleys.
Little Glock off the back of the blade to Springer. The sent back in. That's Springer off the back of his blade. Tapped again. Tapped by Cougar to Glock. Glock will send it in and dump a chase. 2:55 mark here left to go in the second period. 50 seconds left on the one-man advantage for Ames, although you'd never know it. This is a rise control penalty kill. It's looking real good. Cougars in front. He's got another one.
Short-handed.
2:41 was Shorty. I was just about to say who's on the power play here.
Right.
And it was Ames, but Cougar able to get the Shorty.
And this is what I like seeing is we're changing up. We had it deep, and instead of just playing one set on our penalty kill and playing dots, that we go put pressure on. The next time out, then maybe you go back to dots, and you go do pressure the next time. Just mix it up so it keeps the other team unbalanced on what they were trying to do.
Cougar from Glock makes it 6-0. That's Michael now in the corner. Tackle now sent furthermore along. Rams will finally control. And boy, do they need a gasp of air right now. JV has come to play. Blocks the rabbit, unable to get there. Slid through, still in front. Now shoveled finally aside on an active stick by Michael. Shoved to the boards by Cougar. Now taken furthermore along, and now to the red line they go. That's Michael, the freshman from Roosevelt, back of his blade. Shovels it in, steered out of the air in the glove of the Ames defenseman. 2-minute mark exactly. Both teams full strength now. You really couldn't tell for the last 2 minutes that Ames is on the power play.
Right.
As the Leafs have really picked up the pace. Now they'll skate it along the wing. That's the Ames Cyclones to Michael. Front of the net, short side Zim, able to gather it. Taken by Michael. Shoveled along to Hill, and Hill's going to fetch it. Here's Hill. He's got Wade down the middle. Leaves it behind the net. As Springer and Wade look to engage. Stepped up by Borrud. Chopped now to center ice. 2-on-1 for Ames. Good recovery by Borrud. Good active sticks. The big fella got back. Thwarted that effort. Now he'll grab it. The Southeast Polk sophomore sends it to the blue line. Now sent furthermore along where confrontation ensues. Just inside the blue line. It's Borrud. Played to his line mate. Great feed to Hill. Just missed it. Great look back there. I believe that was McGrath. No, that was Kissinger. That was a good feed. Ended up getting an icing call on him, but he had him free and easy if he could have snared it, Andrew.
Yes, and it was just a little out in front, and just a little bit too hard. It would have been a nice even pass. Just a little bit of touch on that, so it's not an icing, but it's still in front, and then you can put that puck in space and then be able to see it into and go get it.
Just barely threw it by him. Defensive zone faceoff now. Sent to the point. A continuing gathered by Ames along. They work along the wing. That's Kucher. That's dumped again. Kucher and Kissinger in the corner as they do battle. Rowland joins guard. Now tap to Rowland where he'll skate it. He's got Shepard to his left. 2-on-2. Rowland, the right-hander, the freshman. Wide he takes it. Back of his blade now front. Tries it against centering pass and a good one. Extra pass by Kucher. No one there to pick up the pieces. Now Shepard will. Given up along the wing. Shepard wrestles with it. 18 seconds and counting as the second period is coming to an end. Controlled by Ames. Now shovel to Kissinger. One-timer. Right off the sternum of the goaltender for Ames. 7-6-5. Leafs looking for one last chance. They lead 6-0, and that is how the second period is going to end. 6-0 Leafs on some good offense and some improving defense. We'll get a scrape. Be back for the third. Thanks for joining us. The first of two. All right, we're good. We're ready to go. The crew's up and at 'em for the third and final period. Leafs lead 6-0. It's been all Leafs, Andrew.
Yeah, and one of the things I liked, with this game is we have 4 lines, and all 4 lines we're able to just kind of roll through, and they're all contributing. They're all playing well. I like the communication pieces. We're starting to gradually get our defensive zone figured out, and we're just continuing to work down in the offensive zone, using each other, moving the puck. So when we play upper echelon teams, you know, we just got to be able to do those same things just a little quicker.
Gooding, Hansen, and Pospisil will be in the front line. Springer and Michael on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs as they move from right to left to start the third period with a 6-0 lead against Ames. Almost made it all the way through. Now Gooding's there again behind the net. Tap to the wing. Fresh ice. Centering pass, a beauty. One-timer to Gooding. Good feed from Hansen to Gooding. Caught the goaltender right in the sternum. That's how you start the third period, isn't it?
That's a great feed. I just wish that Gooding would have had a little bit, quicker shot where he would have been catch it on his back, all the way back, ready to fire.
Yeah, he wound up, no doubt about it. It's Pospisil. That's Hansen. Controlled now, escapes the stick of Gooding. Be a foot race, no problem for Springer. The big fellow, left-hander. He'll go behind the net, look, then send it all the way down the ice for an icing call. That'll stop that series.
Yeah. Wasn't quite sure what Easton was looking at there. I don't know if he thought maybe they were killing a penalty or not, or maybe he was just tired and he wanted a change. But
he's picking them up, putting them down.
Nothing else. We're down here on a defensive faceoff.
Kelty, Glock, and Kinney on the front line. Hender and McGrath on defense. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice as they move from right to left in all white. Blue Breezers, gold numbers. Skated by Kelty. He'll take it wide. He'll gather the blue. Kelty will continue on. He'll pass Glock. He continues on. That's Kelty. Kelty, front of the net. Tap, one time. It's Kinney behind the net. Kinney stops. Pokes it back to Glock. Glock's there. Kelty again. Timer, he wanted Kinney down the middle. These 3 continue to work. Back behind they goes. Hender shoveled off the back of his blade. Now tap by Glock. Now Hender controls. He'll send it in and dump and chase. That's Kelty, the DCG sophomore. He's the first to get there. Kelty's still there. Now he's tipped the net over on top of the goaltender. That's kind of the way this group works. They're very linear, if you will, very aggressive. 12:49 mark, stop and play.
And that's what I like about that line is they're all go. There's no stop.
Yeah. Pressure.
Yep.
Offensive zone face-off. That's Roland. It's Cooker and Shepard. It's Hender and McGrath. Those are your 5 Leafs on the ice as they move from right to left in the offensive zone. But here comes Ames. They'll exploit it. Centering pass able to get there. McGrath, the sophomore, will gather now. Send it to his line mate Hender on a good feed to Shepard. And the tic-tac-toe just missed to Roland. And an icing and another stop in play at the 12:05 mark.
On that last one, trying to get rolling in the middle. What I would like to see Shepard do is just use this board, take it off the board, let Roland use his speed, blow through it in between the defensemen, and then pick it up. Instead of trying to force that pass.
Right, a little further along. Strung a few good passes together, just not the one that made the difference. That's Kissinger, the Adel defenseman. Tapped in now further, poked by Roland. Cooker joins the fray. Now it's come all the way behind the net. Zimmerman will watch it over his right shoulder. Played furthermore now where Roland will grab the puck and he'll send it. That's Shepard to Cooker. The left-hander, the sophomore, Shepard. Wheels deals along the wing. Wheels deals more behind the net to Cooker and a good extra pass. One more beauty in front to Roland. Good look from Cooker to Roland. Just didn't pay dividends. And behind the net they go. Good extra pass. Good heads-up hockey. Left behind now, they dump it. They like to work down and below. It's Cooker. Centering pass, he wanted Shepard again, not able to get there. Finally escaped to the wing, they're able to control it. In the duress, Ames will send it all the way down the ice Zimmerman will watch it sail by. We'll get a stop and play at the 10:45 mark here in the third and final.
This last line, they do a very nice job of cycling the puck.
Yeah.
And once they get one cycle done, you know, if they don't have something open in the front, they put it behind the net, and then somebody's looking
finesse.
in front.
It's the biggest difference between those last two lines.
Yep.
One's all brawn and the other one's all finesse, and they're both effective.
Yep.
Good 1-2 punch in the corner. Here we go. Just escapes, gets past Hill. Well, Kissinger's unable to keep it in. Now he continues on now. Good. Controlled there by Michael, the left-hander from Roosevelt, the freshman. To Wade. Chops ahead. Wade continues on. Now gets it to Shepard. Unable to continue on. It'll go all the way back behind. Or Zimmerman will raise his left hand. We'll stop this one at the 9:58-57 mark. A stop and play. The boss now chewing us out up here. Chewing up Jeff Glock to my left, getting chewed up by the boss, Mr. Barton. He doesn't put up with anything. Tap now sent outside the blue line. That Shepard sends one along the bench for the Ames Cyclones at the 9:26 mark. They'll control behind their own goal. They'll play it to the wing. Trapped on and smothered in the corner by Wade, and it'll come all the way back down where Michael will control it. Michael will play it all the way to his line mate. Scoop it ahead. Now here comes Wade, the freshman, the right-hander, the big fella with speed along the wing. Stopped. Thwarted. Now he's got the puck again along the wing. Scrum ensues to the left of the goaltender for Ames, where Wade has it again off the back of his blade, unable to advance it. McGrath tries on one last-ditch effort, unable to keep it in the zone, and Ames able to get it to center ice. Wrestling match ensues with Hender. You don't want to wrestle with that kid, I don't think. Back in the corner it goes. That's McGrath, the sophomore. 13. With speed. McGrath. The blue. McGrath. The red. McGrath. The blue. The slot. Chance. Just missed the goaltender to his glove side and high. Wrestled on furthermore by Pospisil. Scrum ensues. Ames able to continue. Send this one. Soft one all the way down the ice. Going to come right on Zimmerman. He's going to tap it to the side where McGrath will send it along the ring where Hansen will be the first to engage. Pokes in on a give and go to himself. Hansen trying to get there. The two guys stringing in front as Gooding and Pospisil crash in the net. Get there in a 2-on-2 now ensues. Offside easily. Ames had numbers unable to exploit it.
Right. One of the things that I've seen a little bit in this game that I think we need to work on is when we tie up guys, when we go in, we're tying them up with our bodies, but our sticks are up in the air. If our sticks are up in the air, we can't play the puck. And so just keeping our sticks down and using our sticks as a leverage point, to get guys off of the puck.
That's Kissinger. Tried an aerial, caught a piece of Kelty. They get an icing call. Looked like Will caught enough of that to stop that, but we'll try it again from right to left. 7:21 mark and counting. Running time, 6-0 Leafs lead. It's been all Leafs. Lost 3-0 last night to a scrappy Waterloo team, but really held their own for a good long time. 1-0 late in the second, if I remember right.
Yeah, that was correct. And I think it was an adjustment to get used to that big ice. I think once you get that adjustment and learn how to maneuver that, then you start to play. So you don't want to get down early.
Glock almost had Kinney and Kelty on a 2-on-0 as he continues on. Now Kelty does have the puck, and here they come. That's Kelty. Stops, looks, taken off the puck. Kinney joins the fray. Kept in, trapped in the corner just barely, unable to keep it in as the Leafs look to reset. Now they'll dump and chase again, and I would too at this line. That's Glock. Rubs his man off behind the net. That's Kelty with the puck. That's Glock to the point, unable to control it. Back comes Kissinger. He's got Borrowed with him. See what they can get going. Outlet. Good feed to Glock and a good catch by Glock. Glock stops, back of his blade. Sends it into the corner. Along the wing. Back they come. Now tap further ahead to the red line. Steered on by Borrowed on a good active stick. There's Glock again on a good feed. He wanted Roland, who just entered, sent him off the wrong side, and I'll be sent all the way back down. 5:45 left to go in this one, as an Ames defenseman is down, and the Leafs look to exploit it. It's Michael off the back of his blade. The freshman from Roosevelt. Now he'll chop an aerial into the corner, where Shepard will go and fetch it behind the net. Controlled and set along the wing. Last-ditch effort again by Kucher to keep it, unable to do so. And Ames will send it on and dump a chase variety of their own. Zim will steer that one to his right side, using the entire blade, maybe even part of his arm. That's Kook. That's Roland, the right-hander. The freshman. Kook, drop, soft, unable to get there. It's Kook now again in the corner. Sends it back where Roland will continue to fetch it. The right-hander from Ankeny. Played back, awkward in the corner. Still there, wide open, they got one. 5-hole. I think Roland poked that one in late.
Yeah, and Ames goaltender just lost sight of it. Didn't know it was underneath of him. Cooker saw it because he was behind the net, could still see the puck. Kind of pushed it out from underneath the goalie back to, what is that, Shepard. And then Shepard buries it. So
yeah,
good play out of them.
Stayed after it, never let the puck die.
I really like Cooker's vision. He's got really good vision. You know, just kind of a finesse player. You know, when he shot down here, it wasn't shoot to score. It was just put it on net, see if there's a rebound.
Yeah, that whole line works that way. One-timer, sent on net. Good effort by Wade. Good shot in the forehand. Now he's back in the corner again. That's 16. He's the right-hander from Roosevelt. Now got a whistle and a stop and play. Some activity back there. Looks like we're...
That was Wade's stick that got caught in the boards.
Yeah, that happens over there a lot for some reason.
I sure hope there's not a tip that's broken on that thing.
It'll cost you some money, boss.
I'm taking it out of his mother's account.
I feel like I just got asked for a $20 bill from my color commentary partner. Cost more than 20, obviously, but he wanted me to pay towards it, I believe. That's Spikers on the wing. Draw was taken by Wade. Now he presses backward, and he's got his stick on it again. Back in the corner, where he controls. Now wrestled ahead where Ames will gather it on the red line. They'll scoot it to the side. Good confrontation there by Hill. He went up and engaged his man. McGrath off the back of his blade. Working with Spikers along the wing. Spikers and McGrath now looking to break the zone, ain't able to do so. But now Wade's got it behind his net. He'll quarterback him right to left. That's a right-hander from Roosevelt. Dominic Wade giving up in the offensive zone. Hender looks to confront. Chance, trouble. Zimmerman's there to the challenge. As Hender now draws it out of the zone, and Hender will skate it. Now he's got the red. Now Hender's got the blue. The elder Hender. Back of his blade. Chance just missed the 6 side at the 3:17 mark. Back behind they go. Hill joins the fray. Hender kicked that one clean. Swinging attempt by Spikers, unable to pay dividends. But now Gooding's back to work. In the corner, a scrum ensues to the right of the goaltender. 3 minutes exactly left in this one. It's been all Oakleafs. From the net again. It's Gooding. One-timer Hill. Unable to get there. Good look, good shot. Just didn't pay dividends. Now stolen by Pospisil. He'll dance inside the blue. Tries to take it wide. Unable to do so. And dumped back in off the blade by Hender, who's played a nice game. It's Gooding again in the corner. That's Gooding again in front of the net. One-timer. Almost left in front by the Ames forward. Now they'll gather, they'll take the blue, they'll take it wide to the red. The right-hander goes to work. Smothered along the boards and trapped by Borrud, where Pospisil picks up the pieces, and May Pop looks to set sail. He's able to do so. Feed went wide, and this is going to come all the way down the ice, and I believe we won't get an icing call.
Nope.
Stopped by the Ames goaltender. Now trapped and sent furthermore along. Tapper May Pop and a good forecheck. Pospisil one-timer. Wanted Hansen, unable to get Hansen. Board wins that wrestling match. He's able to keep it in, but now escape down the zone. And we're 154 and counting left in this one. And now the shutout. Can we say it? The shutout from Zimmerman is looming. 7-0. Did I say it too quick? You're not supposed to do that, are you?
No.
Is that kind of like a no-hitter?
That's like a no-hitter. You never say anything.
Yeah, you're going to have to work with me on that one.
Yeah.
Smothered by the Ames goaltender, 1:34 to go in a 7-0 game with nothing else that I may have said in my last 2 sentences pending. See how I backed out of that?
It's a little taboo.
So I backed out of that.
Yeah.
It's called a moonwalk. That's Kelty and Glock and Kinney on the front line. Michael and Springer on defense. Front of the net, Kinney short shot. Almost got the 5-hole. Great face-off. There's no trick to what these boys do. North and south hockey. Throw it in there, send it to me. I'll dunk it in. Kelty, one-timer. Glock still there. Kinney now. Back of his blade. Sends it low like they like it. Front of the net, good 2 feeds there. Back of the blade. Still there. Now finally taken by the Ames defense. He'll take it to the blue. He'll slide it all the way into the corner with 45 seconds and counting. Tucked ahead by Michaels. Kelty wants another one. Now Kinney will skate it in the corner. Is that Kinney? The Johnston Jr. centering pass. Kelty, one-timer. Still there. Able to get there, 31 seconds to go. Still in front. Now circled by Glock. Front of the net. Tapped off the skates of Kelty. Michael. Poised. Good look by that kid. Taken off his skates, but not before he put a good one on goal. 16 seconds and counting. It's going to get back and shoveled back into the zone. 12-11-10. And for all intents and purposes, unless the Leafs can get something going, this game is going to end 7-0, and it does. On the stick of Zimmerman, the shutout for Aiden Zimmerman, the freshman from Urbandale. Not a second too soon, I announced it. Leafs win 7-0, JV action. They look good, and didn't they, Andrew?
Yeah, they look a lot better today. I'm glad they had this game today to be able to just kind of rebound, get things back through. Just a good preparation game for next week for Fremont, which will
to go.